Why America Got Talent sucks now. I have not watched this in so long. Jesus.
There was a time when people couldn't get enough of America's Got Talent.
I used to love this show, actually.
Bobby Badfingers, and I'm a professional snappist.
It felt like it was giving everyone a look at what the entertainment industry is really like. Not a nice place for nobodies.
You guys were really funny. Guys were really funny.
No.
But that doesn't mean you can't become a somebody.
Here is the best new act in America. Your America's Got Talent winner.
However, today a lot of longtime fans agree that things have changed for the worse.
I think it got more fake. That's what I think. Like this shit right here. I think people at the beginning, I think they probably hired a few actors. Most likely just a few actors, right? Maybe they got I assume so. But the inspiration, you saw how energized and how happy people were, and you saw like it looked kind of like they were just an average guy or average girl just trying something out and trying their time in the spotlights. And those moments where somebody were freaking out or doing something crazy got clipped so much on YouTube and other things and talked about, that I think eventually what they ended up doing was just hiring people to do crazy shit like this. Like, who actually would do this? This is 100% fake. Like, and it feels so staged and doesn't feel genuine anymore. If everything, this show is not about being fake. You know what I mean? The show is about seeing random individuals coming in and presenting what they're good at. Even if it's bad or good, it doesn't matter. That was the charm of it. But like, when are you starting to stage everything? It just sucks. Jerry Springer-ish? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm with the crowd. I'm sitting here like, what is the point of this? I'm just like, yeah, I'm not digging this.
The talent's still there, but it just doesn't feel authentic anymore. So many people are lying between the judges and the acts.
And it was honestly pretty cool, minus the fact that they edited out a lot of the actual drumming of my act.
The format's now so predictable that it's
Oh, that's lame. So they like shorten up your act. That's lame.
become the first show to be successfully replicated by AI.
He sent me the video of the kid whose parents died in Ukraine war, and he loves his parents, and he's made a song.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that shit ain't real. What the fuck is this? That does not look real. What?
America's Got Talent.
Incredible.
That's good, right? Yeah.
And the overly scripted reactions.
Oh gosh.
Predictable acts.
Because it was AI, yeah, but like you see it obviously that it's not real. Like it's so obvious. Like it's really bad. Like that's
And
what I'm
controversies
saying.
behind the scenes make it easy to see who is at fault.
We are going to make America's Got Talent great again.
He also happens to be the one who started it all.
My first guest is the brutally honest judge on American Idol.
He's one of the most successful people in the music business.
He told me I wouldn't make it past the first round, and if I walked into a room, he wouldn't notice me.
Please welcome Mr. Simon Cowell.
After becoming a household name in the UK for his show The X Factor, and in the US for being the mean judge on American Idol, he's proven himself to have a knack for knowing what clicks with people.
You've got so much advice that you recite from your father.
One of the things that always stuck in my mind.
What happened to this face?
Everyone in life, Simon, has a sign on their head.
Bro, am I crazy? Did his face like completely change? Like it's not all like his face is like different. Like his structure on his face.
And it says, make me feel important.
So when he announces he's making something new, heads turn. Another talent show. But unlike all the other ones on TV, this one's not just about singing, dancing,
he had surgery,
or rapping.
Ooh, okay.
Ego Trips, the white rapper show. We're on a mission to find the next white rapper who can rep hip hop to the fullest.
Next
It's about
white
those
rapper.
and everything in between.
Senior Jewish rapper.
There she is. There she fucking is. That's the next white rapper right there, baby. Put Granny on the show.
A competition to find the best overall entertainer. He calls it Paul O'Grady's Got Talent.
Are you going to be nice tonight?
I'm always nice, Paul, you know that.
It's not very good.
The pilot was terrible. It was overcomplicated. It was too long.
But Simon still sees potential in the concept. So he goes back to the drawing board, touches up the format, signs a new deal with NBC in America, and in 2006 he introduces the world to America's Got Talent.
This time, there are no age limits, no boundaries, and no second chances.
Millions of people tune in, and hundreds of thousands of people show up to the venues, all for a shot at winning the $1 million cash prize, and it's utter chaos.
I am the best looking man in comedy. I'm here to become America's next big talent.
Like the Wild West of talent shows, they travel around the country holding open auditions, like they're actually searching out for this talent, making it feel more like an event than a show.
100,000 people show up.
Yeah.
100,000 people show up to audition.
Yeah.
To be famous.
And when they say, you know, I'm going to give something back to society if I win, right.
And since basically anyone can audition, it's not as pretty as Simon's other shows.
I'm afraid we've got to be quite brutal here. It's a talent show, not a freak show. Okay?
Unlike me, when I put you on America's Got Talent, you know.
Well, I remember what you said to me. Piers, I need somebody who's evil, arrogant, obnoxious, and your name immediately sprang to mind.
I mentioned the word.
So naturally,
was
critics
an
are
accent?
mixed.
That
Many
sucks.
label it a hard watch.
Sharon!
The talent is fine. At least the good acts are. And the idea is fine. But the execution is awful. With Piers Morgan's antics so off-putting, I'm not sure if I'll ever watch it again.
Pierce, you have been fired from every newspaper job you've ever had on unethical circumstances.
Damn!
However, this is exactly where fans of the show see potential.
Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
Are you guys watching the same show I am?
I don't want to see you again, I'm sorry.
But it is about diverse talent.
Yeah,
And
it is
you
about
definitely-
diverse talent. But
You
that's-
definitely did your thing with the horns, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's loud, obnoxious, and people can't take their eyes away. In season 2, the show really starts to find its footing, and it becomes clear that the Got Talent format is all about what's right around the corner. The surprise.
The person who will win
Exactly.
this competition is not the person at the front of the
And
crowd.
I think that once you start digging into it too much and doesn't let it shine itself, that's when you start going downhill because it doesn't look real.
Showboating, doing cartwheels, doing this. It'll be someone sitting very quietly and
Hello,
very
Shelby.
confident at the back of the room who knows they have the talent to win.
In season 2, a ventriloquist named Terry Fader pulls off a Cinderella story.
Oh no, a ventriloquist.
Terry's not just a ventriloquist, he's an outlier. He's entertaining, and he's a classic underdog. People love rooting for underdogs.
To have that kind of reaction and to have the audience stand up and wow, it was exciting.
The winner of America's Got Talent, Terry Fader!
Hey!
After successfully capturing the hearts of millions, and not only winning, but securing a $100 million contract in Las Vegas, he's just what America's Got Talent needs to prove its potential.
That's a fat contract.
Hot off the success of season 2, Simon gets busy planting Got Talent flags all around the world.
Welcome to Asia's Got Talent.
Fast forward to 2009, the show settled into its place as a primetime juggernaut. In an effort to start appealing to a younger demographic, they replaced the host Jerry Springer with Nick Cannon.
What can we expect? We can expect the unexpected.
I mean, come on, try getting Jerry Springer to go on top of a mountain. A couple years later, Howard Stern replaces Piers Morgan as the mean judge.
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but feelings are going to be hurt.
I built a whole career out of finding people who would appeal to an audience.
I thought Howard Stern was very controversial.
This is for Gary. How many hours
I don't
in
give a
day?
fuck, but I thought that would be bad.
24.
Audiences are thrilled.
For you and the rest of America, what I'm looking at here is to be a very good judge, to sit there. I take it seriously. You know I watch the show. Whatever you think of me, I'm honest, and I will give you an honest opinion.
And together they usher in what many consider to be the golden era, with skyrocketing viewership and even, get this, a Guinness World Record for being the most successful reality TV format. The Got Talent franchise looks unbeatable, and network executives give each other pats on the back. They've done it. But in 2014, that hot streak grinds to a screeching halt. Fans get a whiff of something not quite right. Suddenly, streaming sites and social media are crawling out of the woodwork, devouring traditional TV in
Netflix
big,
and YouTube
hungry
is taking
gulps.
over.
A lot of shows are left stumbling around, but America's Got Talent, oddly enough, with its bite-sized performances, finds itself prepackaged for the bite-sized viral video era.
It coincided with YouTube. The Susan Boyle clip in particular went like crazy.
He had a
And
great
that was
voice.
the point where I thought, wow, this really is a worldwide show. And it has a much bigger reach than any of us could have imagined.
The show starts to fixate itself entirely on creating viral moments. Simon starts to look for more ways he can change the format.
And there it is. I knew it. I didn't even have to watch the video. I knew this was the case, man. I haven't watched this show in a long time, but I had a feeling that was it is because that's why I stopped watching. Like, I was looking at it and I thought that shit looked kind of boring and fake.
Then suddenly, it hits him. What if you could create viral moments just by pushing a button?
And it can change your life.
10 unforgettable moments. Yeah, like the golden buzzer when it was hit.
On the surface, the golden buzzer is just a save. If one judge really likes a contestant but is outnumbered by votes, they could press it and the contestant goes through. Seems like an alright idea. The judges are prone to their fair share of disagreements. But in 2016, it becomes painfully obvious what it's really for.
For this challenge, all the videos are going to be golden buzzer moments from the Got Talent franchise.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna sing a song for you on the piano. It's crazy.
Everybody hold on! Oh, she did it!
The React Bros. Y'all remember this shit? Y'all remember when they wanted to own the word React? That was crazy.
Should I be having a different reaction to these clips?
For many fans, season 11 in 2016 marks a big turning point. The show starts to fixate itself entirely on creating viral moments. By now, Simon and the rest of the producers...
They were one of the first people to make React content, but once like you had React Girl and other things in 2013 or something, when you had a bunch of other reactors spawning in, they tried to own the word, copyright the word React. Meaning that nobody else could have the word React in their videos or anywhere on their content at all because they would have ownership of the content.
Pretty much have it down to a formula, and they don't want to leave anything up to chance. Anything that's unpredictable, dare I say, interesting, won't be tolerated. They get rid of Nick since he's being kind of a loose cannon.
Nick's sticking to his principles, walking away after he says NBC executives threatened to fire him for making jokes like this one.
I apologize, white people. We over here talking about and you think this is America's Got Talent.
And Howard Stern. Wow. Meaning that now both people credited with bringing the show into a golden age are gone. Coming in to take the role of the mean judge is the guy who created the part.
Howard Stern is out. Simon Cowell is in.
Howard says it was his own decision, and Simon says it was NBC's decision.
Did you say I would like to be the judge, or was it someone else's decision?
Well, sort of.
I bet that they kind of didn't want to have Howard Stern and gave him some kind of compromise or made him like kind of a little bit a bad situation for him to be there, and he just felt like leaving himself. That's probably what it is. Or just didn't feel like hanging out anymore.
No, I couldn't really do that. It was the network's decision.
However, a confidential email published on WikiLeaks hints that Simon might have orchestrated his exit, planning to star on the show himself and cement his vision. I met with Simon Cowell yesterday. If you remember, he was considering what to do with the show America Has Talent. He is the star of in the UK and the producer here. He is thinking that the right thing to do would be for him to be the star of the show, not Howard Stern.
Couldn't really do that. It was the network's decision.
This email is from 2014, 2 years before Simon becomes judge, and the same year the golden buzzer was added. With all the unknown variables out of the equation, they have control over everything.
And right here is the man responsible.
At first, fans are optimistic about season 11. Simon's back after all. His return even revitalizes interest in the show. But only for a moment. The first few episodes go by and fans are just excited to see him back in action. They remember that old Simon.
I have no professional training of singing.
No.
From the pre-purge days.
What do you think I'm going to say to you?
No.
Correct.
Who used to carve up bad auditions with a single glance.
It's the way you look that's putting us off.
They assume the show might recapture that old spark. Except, it doesn't. Instead, we get whoever this guy is. Ever since season 11, it's been annoying me rather than entertaining me.
I shouldn't be judging it. I just want to compliment you.
Where's the sting? The bark. He claims to be Simon Cowell, but is it really him? Or is it just someone wearing his skin as a costume?
That was
Fine?
Oh, gosh. I am officially an idiot.
Fans aren't very happy. Even the ones who don't like Howard.
Real.
This, to me, is what Britain's Got Talent is all about.
At least he wasn't afraid to make a kid cry here and there.
Now, I've read, Howard, that you intend to, when you see a young contestant appearing on stage, you're going to haul out their mothers and harangue them before their child performs and make it absolutely clear that if you then rip this child's performance to pieces, it's not your fault.
Well, yeah, if you're going to put your children on television to be judged, which, by the way, there are parents out there who think it's a good idea, and you got to be damn sure that this is a wise decision.
You want to speak to this?
Yes, I have no problem speaking. First of all, you're a very nice young man. You know that. No one likes hitting the X on a 7-year-old. You're very brave.
Sorry. The judges only provide praise and next to no criticism.
I was happy and sad at the same time.
Right when Howard Stern left is when the show started to feel fake. Howard kept it real.
He says he thinks Big Barry is an act that deserves attention, but I do not believe that. We admire each other, respect each other professionally. We have a disagreement.
Wow. It is a wow.
The question is,
What
if
a
there's no
response.
tension or disagreement on the panel, then what's the point of the golden buzzer?
And all those bullies are gonna have to watch you succeed, my friend.
Damn.
Many of these videos have gone viral. Why do people love to watch these golden buzzer moments so much?
I think these are like, it makes you feel motivated.
It's seeing people feel good makes you feel good.
It's kind of inspirational.
Everyone in life, Simon, has a sign on their head, and it says, make me feel important.
Just a raw heart beating in front of us, and you moved me to do this.
The golden buzzer is usually used on people who would probably get 4 yeses regardless.
You know what?
Judge and executive producer Simon Cowell disregarded the show's longtime rule and hit his golden buzzer for a second time this season. The unprecedented move prompted questioning from his fellow judges. He says, quote, "We are using more golden buzzers this season."
Yeah, I think the idea originally of the golden buzzer sounded like a brilliant idea, but it clearly it clearly was presented here. I don't remember, but what's presented here in this video, it seems that they only use the golden buzzer when the contestant would anyways go through. And that kind of ruins the point. Like, the golden buzzer idea is just that you kind of making it in the moments whenever only one judge agrees and see potential and the rest does not. If you just do it whenever everybody sees potential, what's the point? Like, it's just a little bit flashy.
Because there were so many brilliant, mind-blowing auditions.
I know
right away when I see an
should have had one use every season of each judge. One use every season from each judge. And it should have been like specific, like it should just been like, I think that limitation probably would have made a great moment, but like I feel like just clicking the golden buzzer whenever everybody agrees is kind of boring. Who cares?
It's golden buzzer worthy.
What is this like pity shaking of the dude, man? What the fuck is this shit? Oh, watch this. Another thing is that you need to think about this, that this show was for kids to watch with their families as well. This was not like grown adult watching it. And whenever you have like this, whenever you hire an actor like this, that is like fucking half naked, like a little chubby guy, you don't want to watch this with kids. Like, what the fuck is this?
To make things worse, fans have already been complaining that the show's getting too predictable. Contestant backstories seem designed to one-up past ones each year, to the point where now they seem like parodies of each other, not genuine at all. This has always existed, but in the past few years it's become overwhelming.
I am 17 years old and I'm a magician. Take the queen. I'm a little bit of a
Whoa!
loner. It's always been really difficult for me to connect with people my own age. And that's when I found magic.
If we look back to older Simon Cowell vehicles like American Idol, sometimes a contestant would be given a little bit more time to talk about a unique or tragic story.
And to make the long story short,
Wrap
the
it
doctor
up.
said that I would probably never speak again.
Notice the straightforward interview style, which makes it feel slightly more real.
True.
Even as an adult, people look at me and judge right away. Like I'm gonna do something bad or...
America Got Talent, nobody cares? Damn, NBC.
steal something. I'm here because I am tired of being judged.
Isn't this a whole show about people judging you? It's become a bit of a joke at this point.
Is there any unnecessarily sad backstory that we should know about before you sing for us, Sam? I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything, but since you asked, I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my arms. Every afternoon I break my legs. My mom's last wish before she died from cancer.
Not to mention the multiple cases where contestants have taken advantage of it.
America's Got Talent looked like it found a new star this week. Sergeant Timothy Poe.
I had got hit by a grenade in Afghanistan, and
everything about you is amazing.
Some of Sergeant Poe's fellow soldiers were also amazed.
It was absolutely unbelievable.
Is this going the direction I think it's going?
the first second I saw it.
It's always been fake. The difference is they just no longer hide it. Everything feels hyper curated.
He never got hit by a grenade, huh? I'll be real. I think that if you want to get that emotional sentiment in, I think the contestant has to like be in the show for a bit and then they can share that information. If they just open up with it like they're exploding as a grenade, I feel like it's a little bit much, man. I have no reason to care. You know what I mean?
So do they mic the whole audience? Either the contestants are unbelievably amazing or comically bad in a way that screams producer meddling, which is exactly the case.
Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play it from the beginning, and when I'm on stage with America's Got Talent, that is what was shown on TV. And then when I'm in this rehearsal room, that is the stuff that was not shown on TV.
And they reserve the right to change things in any way that they want to, using your voice, likeness, etc., to make it look better or worse. Contestants are fed
I think they also got a court case. I remember there was like a situation where they made somebody seem like they were super angry or something like that, and they like completely went nuts off the rails, and it created a very negative perception of that individual in their workspace, everywhere they went, because that's the viral thing they were known for. And I remember there was, I think there was a court case where she kind of sued them for defamation over that.
exact lines to repeat.
I really hate that it's all fixed now. Most of the acts are handpicked before the show. It just needs to go back to random people showing up. Today there's even some acts on the show that are well-known, established artists, like Glennis Grace, who made it all the way to the final rounds in 2018. Even though she was already a famous singer in the Netherlands, rumors start to propagate that behind the scenes things aren't much prettier. After Terry Fader won in 2007 and got a $100 million contract to perform in Las Vegas, America's Got Talent received none of it. Needless to say, they're not too happy. So in every season after that, they forced contestants to sign a contract, which one lawyer describes as the worst and most one-sided entertainment contract he's ever seen. From what I've gathered, this contract apparently makes it so any original song you perform on the show is now theirs. They can also say anything about you or portray you in any way they want. And if the performer happens to be a child, the parent has to sign a contract that allows their kid to sign all future contracts. This is just what I've seen from people who talked about being on the show. As of today, the show hasn't been renewed for a new season, nor has it been canceled. But no matter what happens, America's Got Talent will live on in some form. It appears to have transcended television and eclipsed its singularity. It's become so formulaic that it's not quite man-made, but not quite machine either. A lot of people can't even tell the difference between what's an AI clip and what's a real one. Like it's past some media version of the Turing test.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to share my heart tonight. There's a heaviness in my soul that I carry every day.
You sent me the video of the kid whose parents died in Ukraine war, and he loves his parents, and he's made a song.
Oh yeah, on America's Got Talent.
It's incredible.
That's good, right?
Hi, I'm Howie Mandel.
That is incredible. It's amazing that that kid managed to get all the way to US to go to America's Got Talent. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Now, I think this the show had its moment and it kind of fucked it up. I'm gonna be real. Those things kind of have a lifespan. I don't think they could have gone with it for long enough, because even if they didn't hire any actors, and even if they didn't edit shit out to make it look worse, I think as you go, you will start having more people come up and be complete morons just to be on the TV. And what are they going to do about that? Are they going to cut them out? They probably did. They probably cut out a lot of morons coming up doing stupid shit. I bet, because there aren't there like over 100 contestants, and they only show like maybe 10 to 20 or something, or 10 to 30 something. They barely show half of them. So I bet. But yeah, I used to love the show when I was a kid, but it definitely did fall off, and I don't really care for it that much now, and I wouldn't even care for its renewal. But yeah, tell me down below what you think. Like this video if you enjoy it, sub to the channel if you watch more, and when you app with me live, you're free to come by my Twitch channel on twitch.tv/Charlie. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.